friends. This is our first writing lesson of this week. So, we are on a new bend. We're on our last bend of this unit. So, today I want to teach you that review writers write book reviews to recommend titles and authors they believe others should read. So you already know how to do this and write opinion and convince people to agree with you because you just did it about your review writing of your places or your toys or a YouTuber. But now we are just looking at recommending books. So we're going to learn how to write a book review. So I want to remind you of one of our charts that we used in our last bend when we were writing reviews about our place, our favorite place to eat, a toy or a YouTuber, whatever we wrote our review on. We used this chart. So I'm just going to remind you about this chart again. So what do review writers do to make their review so convincing? So we're going to use some of this when we write our book review. I'm just going to go through it super quick. So we give a sneak peek. We teach our important information. We tell a little story. We use comparisons. We include helpful tips. We make a recommendation. So we're recommending our favorite books. We're friendly in using words like please and thank you, and we give it a little rating. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to plan how to write my book review today. So let me see. I'm going to think of some smart strategies to plan my book review. Well, I know exactly what book I'm going to recommend. So I want you to think what book you want to recommend to someone like me or someone in your class that you think they need to read. So I like the book I Am Invited to a Party. It's about Piggy and Elephant, and it's so funny, and I love all the drawings in it. So that was my favorite book, picture book. But what could we say about the book to convince others to like it like me? What reasons or details can I include? So let me think about my book. So I can start off by saying I am invited to a party is one of the funniest books I've ever read. Every page makes me laugh. So maybe I need to be a bit more convincing of why it's so funny. So Piggy and Elephant dress up in the weirdest outfits, and they keep changing because they don't know what kind of party they're going to. So it's so funny because they have all these crazy outfits on. And then I could tell them maybe a little story about the book and why I like it. So one time I read it to my cousin, and we laughed so hard that our bellies hurt. So I'm telling them a little story about why I like the book. And now let me think, I can give another reason. So another reason why you should read this book is because of the drawings are so detailed. Mel Williams is the greatest artist. His pictures show exactly how characters are feeling in each scene. I recommend this book to readers who like silly stories. So I thought about everything and I said to you out loud everything I think I could write about my book review. So now I'm going to show you what I wrote and how it looks. So let's see. Okay, my friends, so this is what my writing looks like. So I started off by saying, I Am Invited to a Party is one of the funniest books I have ever read. Mo Williams, who is the author, is a hilarious author, and every page of this story will make you laugh. Elephant and Piggy dress up in the wackiest outfits. Another reason why you could read this is the drawings are detailed. Mo Williams is a great artist. I recommend this book to readers who like silly stories. So I took what I planned out loud to you. So I put all my thoughts out to you in my plans, what I was going to write to you, and then what I was going to say to you and what I was going to write about. I planned it out loud for you to listen, and then I wrote it down. So now I want you to try that. I want you to go and find a book in your house, or maybe it was a book on Raz Kids that you really enjoyed reading and that you want to recommend to someone else. So you have to tell me why that book is so great, and then what you can say to convince others to read it. And then I want you to use everything you know about writing and persuading others to read this book. So after you take a moment and plan in your head, so if you haven't done that yet, pause the video, take a moment, think about why it's a great book, what book you are choosing, and then how you convince your readers to read it. I want you to find someone in your house, maybe mom, dad, or your siblings, and plan out loud what you're going to write. So explain to them why this book is so great. You have to give reasons and then share in details you will share in your writing. So writers, remember that whenever you are writing, you can always use everything you know to help you. When you write your book reviews, you can include details and reasons and important information, comparisons, tell a little story like you've been doing for your reviews that you wrote about your restaurants, movies, video games, toys, your YouTubers. All that you wrote on your last review, you can use in this review. So I want you to go off, find a book, and start planning out loud, and then put it down on paper like we did together today. All right, go ahead, writers, and find the best book you can think of to recommend for others to read. All right, I'll see you in our Zoom meetings.